All right.
We will be very brief.
Okay.
What you have seen at Kamukunji police station today is completely unacceptable. It is unconstitutional, it is illegal, it's impunity at its height. Mr. Jimmy Wanjingi has a properly issued restraining order against his arrest until matters are canvassed in court. So we treat this as another case of abduction. This is what it is. And it's a proper case of hires from above, because no police officer would want to commit such impunity. I have spoken to the officer in charge, Mr. Mugo, and he has assured us of the safety of Jimmy Wanjingi while he's in custody, while we pursue the matter of contempt of court. It's a very clear case of contempt of court, and we don't want to live in a country like this. But it is our country, and we shall live in it. Maybe my brother.
Did the officer say why Mr. Wanjingi was arrested?
No, he hasn't. But you have left Willis there, Wakili Willis, and he will probably get more details.
Thank you. I think I also want to just add my voice in condemning what we have seen here, which is pure impunity. Jimmy Wanjingi obtained court orders, but this followed long hours of an illegal raid on his house without any warrant. They broke into his house, harassed his family for hours on end. But even after he got court orders, they've gone back this afternoon, arrested him, and brought him here in total disregard of court orders issued. But we can see a pattern in this government. It's a government that does not respect the rule of law. We have seen it in the demonstrations. Orders have been issued for the police not to use live bullets, not to abduct, not to kill. They are still doing it, even when there are court orders such as this. So we join our friend, the lawyer here, Willis, in saying that tomorrow we must proceed to court to commence contempt of court proceedings to ensure that all officers who have been used, who have taken orders from above and disregarded court orders, are held personally liable in terms of being in contempt of court orders. So that's the action that we follow, because the orders are in place, they are being disregarded. Kenya should be a country that is under the rule of law. But we know we have become a country that disregards the rule of law, court orders, and this is just one example of how this Kenya Kwanza regime has failed in respecting the rule of law. Thank you very much.
Do you feel it's political?
Of course.
Definitely, it is political. Jimmy Wanjingi has held very strong political positions. We are aware of very strong statements he has made in the recent past. But our constitution gives him the freedom of expression, freedom of conscience, to speak, to question about anything, whether it's the SGR or any scandals in this government. Jimmy Wanjingi, just like any other Kenyan, just like all of us in the opposition, have a right to question. But we believe this is the continued intimidation and harassment of the opposition. We know that they have tried to silence the opposition in parliament. They have actually captured parliament. But we will not allow them to silence the opposition. We continue speaking for the people of Kenya, and we condemn the continued harassment of Jimmy Wanjingi and his family. Thank you very much.
I could also perhaps add, I remember my brother Eugene saying that the last line of defense we have after the state capture of parliament is the judiciary. I expect the President of the Supreme Court, Chief Justice Martha Koome, to really call out the executive on this matter. Because if she doesn't, then she also probably, the judiciary, as we said, we just come from a conference of the Law Society of Kenya. And everybody is in praise of what the judiciary is trying to do. Can they save this country? This is the last line of defense. Jimmy Wanjigi's family are inside there, traumatized. Even cannot be allowed to see them. If we hadn't come in as counsel, they were just going to probably be left out there. But I thank Mugo, the OCS, because he was decent with us, went up to his office, and he has assured us Jimmy Wanjigi will not be harmed. Because if that happens, it will be some other story in this country.
Allow me to ask one question. We've seen the rise of abduction, arrest. Over the weekend, ex-influential Mapele Kaoko was arrested. Today, Jimmy Wanjigi was arrested.
Yeah.
Since there's a rise of now arrest of individuals.
Human rights defenders, we understand that some of them have even been served with demand notices from KRA and stuff like that. As we speak, the state has not told this country how many young people were killed and how many are still lying in the city morgues. I know for a fact that somebody was killed in Ongata Rongai, and the body was not brought to city mortuary until after 2 or 3 weeks. This is what they are doing. And the killings in Githurai as well. So the truth must be known. But this is definitely not the way to go. This is a country ostensibly under the rule of law, our constitution, the supreme law of the land, okay? And so let us all stand in solidarity as Kenyans, including the media. And I want to thank the media because you have not shied away from playing your role. Let us all do something, because if you think today is Jimmy Wanjigi abducted, contrary to any known statutes, tomorrow will be the rest of us. And we say no. We will not allow this country to go down the drain.
What message for President and the government at large?
The President?
Yeah.
You don't want to address the President, he's part of it. Probably the orders are coming from above. There's a Mr. Mashangeli acting Inspector General. Yeah? He should also hear us. If it is not him, then is the next one higher than him. Maybe the Minister of the Interior. Maybe after the Minister of the Interior is the President himself. But it is the system. They are collectively palpable. Now that's a legal term. Collectively palpable. And they will be held to account by the Kenyan people.
There must either the buck stops with William Ruto.
Yes.
And one message we want to tell Ruto: stop these abductions. Abductions are still going on. We are told even the bodyguard of Jimmy, he's called Kibe, he has been abducted. They cannot trace him where he has been taken. At least we've been able to see Jimmy here himself. His family is totally traumatized. But the abductions are still going on. A lot of young people have disappeared in this country. Policemen are still wearing masks and hooded regalia while making these abductions in their Subarus, in plain clothes. So this is a country that has gone rogue completely, and we must condemn it from Kamkunji and across the country. Thank you.
Thank you so much.